afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in, Ear to Ear Magic Crew. It's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. It feels like it's Wednesday. It's only Tuesday. Wow.
It's been a long
It's Tuesday, March 21st. I feel like I've already gone an entire day this morning as we started out today. We did it this morning, getting into Run Disney. What a day it's been so far. And we can't wait to spend the other half of our day. It's good to see you, man. Glad you guys could join us here at Epcot. Look at this beautiful sky, guys. I almost feel like I should just leave the gimbal here and let everyone come in, enjoy this beautiful sight. Check it out. Beautiful day here in Orlando, here in Central Florida. Welcoming, guys. What a week it has been so far. Yesterday we streamed for over 14 hours in the Magic Kingdom, celebrating 22,000 Magic Crew members here in our community. What a day it was. Thank you guys so much for having such fun and what we did yesterday here in the Magic Kingdom. And today, after a pretty good morning with our Magic Crew Run Disney support group this morning and getting people signed up for the races, it's time to do another fun day in the parks here at Epcot. If you're new to our channel, good afternoon and welcome. My name's Chris. I'm your Disney travel agent in the parks and your camera operator for today. My son Owen is with me here in the parks.
Hello.
And Susan is back home making all the real magic happen in the background. We're glad to have you guys with us here today, whether you're watching live or you may be in replay. We stream from the parks every single Monday through Friday to bring you guys the joy and the community that comes with being in the parks and having fun with us today. So thank you guys so much for jumping in and just experiencing what it's like here in the parks today. Now, if you have a great time and you're enjoying hanging out with the crew, we'd love for you guys to be a part of our ever-growing community by taking a couple seconds and hitting that subscribe button here today. As we go into the parks, we would love to welcome you in. So after you subscribe, make sure to let everybody in the chat know, hi, I just subscribed, I'm from here, and let them do what they do best and welcome you into the community. We would be glad to show you the ropes and how we have fun here as a group. And we look forward to having more and more fun with you guys on future live streams as we do this every single Monday through Friday. All right, so let's get started, shall we? Owen and I are a little hungry today. I don't know about him. He may have raided the pantry already, but I have been focusing solely upon Run Disney registration this morning and haven't had a bite to eat. I did have a little bit of Diet Dr. Pepper right before. Give me a little extra boost.
I did have a Pop-Tart.
Owen had a Pop-Tart. I grabbed the
That
Pop.
was a couple hours ago.
I grabbed the Pop-Tart and it sat right there beside me the entire time. I couldn't bring myself to stop to eat it. It was just too much excitement going on. How is everybody doing this morning? Good to see you guys in. Cheers, James. Welcome in. Good to see you, Heather. Teresa E. Teresa, can I embarrass Teresa a little bit? Guys, we were on with registration this morning for an hour, just waiting all together in anticipation of what was going to happen. I was just waiting to see if I could get in to register, and I was going to need to register for 2 different races. I needed to register for the challenge, which would be the 10K and the half, running my very first ever half marathon, and I needed to sign up for the 5K so that we as a group anyone who wanted to, and anyone who is watching this who signed up for the 5K for the November race, if you want to run with our group, if you want to enjoy a camaraderie as we make our way around the World Showcase together, 5 o'clock in the morning, we'd love for you guys to join us. I was nervous because I had the potential of either getting one or the other, and maybe not both. Teresa just jumped right on in, signed up her family, and threw me in for the 5K, and just took that right off my plate. So guys, we will be streaming the 5K for the 2023 Run Disney Wine and Dine. With anyone who's running with us, you guys can be a part of the stream. We're gonna have so much fun doing it. If you guys are running the 5K virtually, we'd love for you guys to do it with us in person in real time. And I want to give a great big shout out and thanks to Teresa for just taking a little extra second and throwing me in with her family and making sure that I was on the course for the 5K. And that meant a lot. So thank you so much, Teresa. Greatly appreciate that. There are trees.
Those were there before, were they?
Trees. Oh, and notices trees. There's stuff. There's stuff. That's kind of cool, actually.
I mean, this entire center area is going to be turned into like a park, right?
Well, yeah, it's going to be, at one point it was supposed to be a beer garden, you know, a garden area. And does this mean we're getting closer? Landscaping is one of the last things you have to do. Are we getting closer and closer to our construction walls coming down here?
Also, something else, I don't see the crane anymore. I used to be here, but now it's not.
Welcome in, D-Lo. Good to see you, Pam.
Whatever heavy thing that had to move before, I guess it's been put in place.
Happily Ever Divine says, hey, how are you, Chris? Doing good, especially after this morning. They say, hey, Owen, as well.
It's kind of...
Sorry, guys, I accidentally hit the refresh button. But no, I think that's pretty big thing to have trees out there and landscaping. That's a big step right there. Good afternoon, Renee. Welcome in.
Here's a hypothetical, but needed to be asked question. Do you think there would be like a soft opening?
I think they're just gonna drop it. They're just gonna drop those walls one day.
They're just gonna chop those walls and act like nothing happened.
Good afternoon, John. Welcome in. Good to see you, Naomi. Ryan says, Owen, if you want to have the best burger ever, Connections Eatery has the French Beastro. I've had it twice. I may have accidentally eaten 3 of them on my last trip.
Wait, what?
Just he had his mouth open and they just kind of fell in. So the French Bistro burger. My favorite is the orange chicken, the Asian chicken salad. So good.
I actually did eat at Connections Eatery like a couple of days ago, and the food items there were really good. Like they're all like basic items in terms of like theme park food, like salad, pizza, and burgers. But the way they do it, they specialize in the flavors. And
we can walk through there. We'll take a look at it, just because we're not hungry enough. Welcome in, Randy and Heidi. Thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button.
For optimal streamage.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the community. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button today. Appreciate that. Let's since we're not hungry enough, let's walk through.
I'm already hungry. It just smells here.
Oh, let's walk through and make ourselves even worse. Hello, Brian. How are you? Good afternoon. I keep wanting to say good morning, but we have been at it this morning already. It's now afternoon. I gotta get used to that. Were you able to rest last night? Yes, I got to bed at about 2 a.m. And this morning I woke up at 8. I got twice as much sleep last night as I normally do. I got 6 hours last night. So yes, almost half as much time as I was in the park yesterday. Patricia says, Chris, sounds like you need a Frappuccino. I might need something. We might need a little munchy munch. Thank you so much, Teresa. Says you're more than welcome. What you do for the community and how you're an encouragement for others to do these races. I hope that for everyone who signed up for the 5K today, and if you haven't done so already, If there's an opportunity for you to sign up, whether through charity bibs or whatever else, we want you guys to run these races, and we don't want you to have to run them by yourself. You've always wanted to run Disney. This is a chance, an opportunity to do it with others who are going to support you all along the way. So it's my pleasure, and I'm humbled by the fact that we have a platform that we can use to encourage people to do just that. So thank you so much, Teresa. Now, our lunch poll is already in. Mom put it in before we even got here. So we may have to close it early so that we can get some foods. And who knows? What crazy thing would it be like if for some reason we decided to do a part 2 tonight that capture a late Guardians of the Galaxy virtual queue this afternoon and early evening. How about some waffles? Yeah, that's a pretty good looking waffles right there. Look, they small. You can have lots of them. I like that. You can have all kinds of. Those look good. This is some good looking waffles.
I feel like they.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 20. That's 22. That's woo. Oh, that's 40. That's 40. 42. That's 42 for me. Where's his? Those are all mine. Where's his? Does he have it? Those look awesome.
Those look good. It looks like they just put them out
and look, now they got it. Look, now this is what the final result looks like. This is what the good stuff looks like. This is what happens when you order it. Look at that. They are amazing looking, guys.
I think she's.
Here you go. You guys can just have one if you'd like.
Oh, Gabriel, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, tell us exactly what it is. Is it liege waffle?
Liege waffle.
I always
yeah.
called it liege,
With
but I've never
strawberries.
asked anybody if that was correct.
With strawberries, whipped cream, and chocolate sauce, and there's a raspberry sauce on the strawberries.
Oh, those are so good. Now, do you ever, when you're making all those waffles, do you ever have a waffle fix like you've got?
I love being in there. It's my favorite place to be.
Now,
It just smells amazing.
it does. Now look at that. That is a good looking waffle right there. I tell you what. The only thing better than a waffle is a parfait, but that's a pretty good looking waffle.
Isn't it a pretty good looking waffle? Well,
I
this
love
is
it.
for you both.
Oh, thank you
So
guys. Thank you so
thank you.
much.
Of course.
We haven't had lunch yet today.
Oh, this can be.
And actually, we were signing up for the Run Disney races this morning. We hadn't have anything to eat, so we will gladly share that. Thank you so much,
Of course, enjoy
and
you
we
guys.
will share that with everybody that's watching with us right now. Thank you, Gabrielle. The Liege waffle. Let's get ourselves a fork. We might be able to stave off the hunger a little bit now. Thank you so much, cast members. That was Gabrielle working over in Connections. How about, let's do this. I'm going to set it right there, and we're going to let them be in the background and we try this Liege waffle. They knew that we needed a waffle.
That was so nice.
That was extremely nice. That was so nice. Owen got ourselves a mountain of napkins in case we're messy. And we'll give you guys an on-spot review. I've looked at these for months and I haven't tried one just yet. All right, now watch this. This is the secret. You guys ready for the Instagram secret? You guys probably know it. You've seen me do it before. I'm going to turn it this way. You want yourself a good food? Get yourself an item. Put it under your plate. Ooh, it's going to roll a little bit. Maybe not a rolling item. Hang on. I got another item. Got some really upbeat music too.
The Epcot soundtrack goes hard.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no other park where you can just like sit the gimbal down. It's just
And just walk away.
yeah, and just walk away. It's just that good. That had the looks of everything.
Yeah.
That's who's going to be eating it. Bye. So we gotta take a bite into this one, Owen. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. Why don't we take the corner here? And I will flip this around. Oh, Gabrielle, you just don't even know. This is perfect timing. I'm starving.
I mean, at least I've had like something to eat. There's had nothing. So he's been on like Dr. Pepper and like adrenaline all morning.
So this is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm going to, because that's a really good looking waffle. Let's see. You gonna give it a cut? You're gonna cut it in half. Grab one here.
Here, how about you take your?
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, Tyler, thank you guys so much for including this into your daughter's birthday party last night. That made it really special. I hope she enjoyed the fireworks. So if you are a Magic Crew cast, like Tyler here with the badge beside his name and the name in green, I am going to, right now, post a picture of that waffle. You guys can check it out. So as we're trying it, you guys can take a look at it a little bit closer. He's gonna lick the knife. I can't use the knife anymore now. He's already licked it.
I'm sorry, there was no.
I'll just take my half and go.
I can go get another knife.
We're good. We're good, dude. I'm. He couldn't stand it. He had to lick the knife.
That is really good sauce.
Awesome sauce, right?
That's not something I just say about me licking a knife. Like that was only just like whipped cream, the chocolate, and the raspberry, but that was still really good.
A slight crisp.
That is one of the
To the
key,
waffle.
the key. Features of the sugar waffle. That is so good. Oh my goodness.
That's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, that had negative like implications of what it could taste like. I mean, this goes above what I was thinking. That's still pretty good. Like,
I thought it was gonna be a little harder.
I didn't think it was gonna be this flavorful.
So, if you guys are a Magic Crew cast here on the channel, I just posted a picture of this waffle if you want to go back and take a look at it later. I have not, this is the first time I've had a chance. I've watched them make these waffles forever. Sliced strawberries on it.
With the chocolate and raspberry sauce.
Oh,
That is so good.
it's sweet.
It's so sweet. Here, have a bite. Have a bite.
Definitely a dessert
Have a
waffle.
bite. Here, take a bite. Take your bite. Take your bite. Okay.
Or you can do like Owen and just lick it. Hey Emily, you're now in the Magic Crew cast. You can check the special cast only post that we put on the community tab. If you guys have never seen the community tab, it is a place for us to put information in there outside of the streams on the YouTube channel. On our main page, find across the way, you can find community on one of the tabs at the top.
That's fine.
Click it, and if you guys are in the cast, I do special posts just for the cast to see. So, come on, you got one bite left.
That is heavenly.
Thank Calvin, you so much. You have to, Calvin says you have to make the airplane noise.
Here, let me wait.
Well, he already ate all his. Oh, oh no. I dumped the strawberry. People behind the camera are staring at me in such weird ways.
Good chance.
They're staring at me weird anyway.
That's this way. Never know.
All right, you want to have my last bite?
Thank you. Are you sure? I mean, I had a Pop-Tart.
Take it before I change my mind. I'll take that. That's really nice. It's a light waffle.
The waffle isn't entirely soft, but it isn't too tough at the same time. I love the flavor of all the sauces on it. That
Jennifer, did you guys sign up today? We will be doing a meetup. We will be having a dining opportunity if you guys wanted to come and have a meal with the crew. And if you're going to be here for the weekend, for those who are staying longer, we will have some people going to the post-race party on Sunday night here at Epcot. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have more information as we go along. And thank you so much to Danielle. Hang on. Is Danielle still back there? There she's right there.
everybody say hello to Danielle.
Danielle back there.
Part of the waffle.
That
It was good. It was awesome. 5 out of 5. Yeah, 5. I mean, honestly.
Thank you so much,
Danielle.
Danielle.
On the rating, that is like without a doubt an instant 5 out of 5.
Now, here's the thing. We do rate our food when we do food reviews. We rate them on a scale of value, presentation, and flavor. All right, now here's the thing. We didn't pay for this one. This one was a little bit of magic. So keep that in mind. In a way, we have to take out the value. This is solely based on presentation and flavor. That is a beautiful, beautiful presentation. And I know it's just a waffle. I make fun of the fact that when people come to Food and Wine, they stand in line for the Belgian booth to buy a Belgian waffle. And I'm like, you have to make waffles at home. I don't get that. Beautiful waffle. Chocolate, the sauce on it, the raspberry sauce with the strawberries on it. I really didn't think it was going to be that good.
Same.
You know how you see something this good and then you bite it and you're like, eh.
I mean, a lot of the things here, like, it's mostly based on presentation and flavor sometimes as an afterthought. This was so good.
Based solely upon
I
presentation
was
and
in
flavor.
heaven with every bite.
That was good. That was good. So, I would have that again.
Definitely, yeah.
That was a great one. Great little snack. And like I said, you can divide it up with your loved ones. If you've got some kids, you know, they can cut it up into quarters and everybody have a little bite, a little bit of sweetness. But the Liege Waffle, this is over at Connections Cafe. And, wow, that was good. And again, a special thank you to Danielle for that. Greatly appreciate that. All right, let me turn this back. They're making it. The great thing is you can always go over here and watch them as they're making the food.
It's like these are like put into like a container.
Yeah, it's not like they've been made. Yeah,
these are all made on site. These are all made on site.
Apparently not the only live stream in the house.
Where are you streaming from?
Our Disney World Fix.
Oh, our Disney World Fit?
Yeah.
Awesome. You got it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Let's go. Awesome. Get it?
Just one second.
And you wanna grab that? And it is they prepare the food out here. You guys can come by and watch it and watch them on this side. They do the waffles and other things. On the other side, they prepare pizzas. So you can watch them put out the dough and get them on the racks and ready to go. So it's kind of fun to have an open kitchen like that. That kind of style is pretty popular. Welcome in, Casey. Your cruise is Thursday. Exciting. Hope you have a great time. Make sure to get onto the ship on time. Welcome in, Forever Young. Good to see you. Kitten Duo, good afternoon. Welcome. are you doing, Wendy? Are you here? Did you make it? Did you make? I think Wendy's like coming today. We're doing good, Emax. By the way, thank you, Emax, who is now one of our brand new patrons over on Patreon. So welcome to the patron group, and can't wait for you guys to be able to join us and see some other things we're going to be doing. Welcome in, Margaret. Onyx Chrono, how are you? Magic Elbert Melanie is here with us this afternoon. Yvonne is. How are you doing? I think Danielle is actually in the Disney College program because she did not have a hometown. She's from a college, and I couldn't grab it. But if you put Danielle over at Cast Connections and put its Disney College program, I have a feeling they'd probably be able to find her. The great thing is they can find them. If you can just say it's Danielle and it's Tuesday and it's 1:45 in the afternoon, they'll know which Danielle it is because they'll send it over to the supervisor who works for this area. The supervisor will know exactly who is working that afternoon. Welcome in, Isabel. We are on a day countdown for our Royal Cruise that Susan helped us book. So excited. You guys
So
are
like
gonna
in
have
a
so
single
much fun.
digits?
Like single digit. You have to do the single digit dance. Single digit dance. Single digit. Single digit dance. You guys gonna have so much fun. Perfect day at Coco K. Hope to see some pictures. Cindy, how are you doing today? Look, Cindy, we started off our stream immediately. Food. What is going on in this channel? We are losing our mind. Welcome in, Paul. Good to see you.
All bets are off.
Good to see you, Michelle. Jordan, how are you doing today, sir? Good to see you. And guys, I think it's time. I don't know, but I think it's time for us to keep moving. See what else we can get over there. Do we still have our poll up, or was it closed already?
I'm not sure. Mom put in the comments saying that you need to vote fast, but I don't think she said anything about like.
If we have our vote still open, go in there, make sure. And vote. If it's already closed, we'll go make our way over there. Welcome in, Julie. Daniel and James, did you guys gifted Magic Crew cast memberships as well? Congratulations. Look for the exclusive emojis you've got on there now that you can use as a member of that group. Welcome in, Gallery Man. All right, let's get back out into the sun. It is a beautiful day out loud. Charles, like, I want a waffle now. I want a waffle now too, though. We're gonna stay up. We're gonna have waffles. The waffles. Gulf Coast food first. Priorities. They made fun of me yesterday. I got into Tron. First thing I did was get the food. They're like, you can ride the ride.
Get?
I got all of it. I posted pictures on it this morning. I think I did. On a community page, another community tab. Go check it out. I grabbed the beef and broccoli digital dumplings, the buffalo chicken digital dumplings, the mochi, which is called the strawberry isoform, and the chocolate donut holes.
Well, those all sound really good.
And I got the whole thing, and I ate them all by myself. I was such a glutton. They were brand new, but I did that first, and they're like, look at that. He gets into Tron. The first thing he does is stop to get a bite to eat.
Now we have this new ride here.
Are you guys surprised, though? Are you really surprised?
I mean, to be fair, that should be new and like.
It was brand new.
It was brand new.
Welcome in, Chef Ricky. Roxanne's like, feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. All right, so Melinda and the Davis family met me outside of It's a Small World yesterday. Owen, you missed it. Not only did they actually have an envelope that they decorated and it said PayPal on it, they handed me a PayPal. I told them I couldn't take it until we sang the PayPal song. They sang it with me. That made you look pretty bad there, dude. They were pretty good. I mean, they had a whole duet with them. So Melinda and the Davis family went to the after hours event last night. That was me. It was an earthquake. went to the after hours event last night. I asked how many Mickey bars she was going to eat. She got up to 3. That's about normal. These guys talk about how many they're going to eat at these events, and they generally only get to about 3 and maybe 4. But before the teacups hit her stomach, that'll do it to you. Melinda, I wanted to say it was a pleasure to meet you guys yesterday. Thank you so much for the in-person PayPal. I put it in my pocket. I didn't bother to even look at it last night until I got home, and I froze on the couch from exhaustion. And Susan goes, "Well, didn't someone hand you an envelope today?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me go check that." I want to say a very special thank you. You put a huge smile on my face last night. I opened up the envelope. There was $22 inside. That was
so
very
well thought out.
thoughtful,
That
guys.
is so well thought out.
$22 for 22,000 Magic Crew members. So, again, thank you for saying hello. We greatly appreciate you and all of your ninja watching that you guys do, and I'm glad you guys had fun last night. But thank you for putting a smile on my face, even after I got home and crashed on the couch. So that was pretty awesome. We gotta get going, I think. Welcome in, CH. Remember, take all the sunshine you need. Take it home with you to South Carolina. We'll make more. So, Roxanne, thank you also
Thank you.
for being a Magic Crew cast. And love seeing all the names in green. If you guys are brand new to the channel, or if you've been with the channel for a while and you're like, what is the Magic Crew cast? It's a YouTube membership. I was so reluctant to open one up because I didn't want to charge more money. I didn't want you guys to think that I was nickel and diming you, because I don't want that to be the case. So many people said, we want you to open one up because we want to see who our regulars are. We want to be able to have special emojis and stuff like that. And we've got a brand new feature that's being debuted on YouTube just for groups like you guys, the membership programs. I've been asked to be a part of the beta group, and they're going to release it. It was supposed to come out on the 23rd on Thursday. They had to push it a few days. As soon as that gets released, I'm going to have something very special for the Magic Crew cast that we've never been able to do before. So if you guys, like Roxanne, would love those opportunities and you want to support the channel, it's $4. It is $4. It's less than the cost of that waffle.
It's like $1 a week.
It's $1 a week, basically, to watch the streams. That money will be put back in. We've got something humongous that's going to happen here soon on our channel, and you guys have been very much a part of it when you guys have joined this. So check it out. Find the join button in the middle of the screen, or I think you can sometimes find it. I think Susan may have put it in the top of the chat as well. Chris was like, I can only do one Mickey bar. One to do you in. If it's a good one, that's all you need, right? Welcome in, Maribel. How are you? So let's go get some sunshine. We're going to turn this camera back around, get back out and see some vitamin D. And we'll close the poll if it's not already soon, and we'll see about grabbing some more food items here to share with you guys.
So we're going to be heading over into what's the gift shop's name again? I got the gift shop's name.
It is Creation Shop.
Creations, right?
And pop over in Creation, see what we can do. Again, everybody, say thank you to... Oh, it's Gabrielle. Now, Gabrielle, where are you from? Nazareth College, from the Disney College Program, DCP. Thank you so much, Gabrielle. And there you go. It's from Nazareth College. Gabrielle allowed us to try and share it with you guys, the Liege Waffle. And if you love chocolate sauce and whipped cream, the way to go. It's making them all kinds of, look at, making all that goodness. They had like rows and rows of them and how they're preparing them. So grab them over if you guys would like a great treat, or even just a snack to add on to the end of the dessert for your lunch. All right, we're gonna slip on out through this way. I'm gonna hit the outside. Can I be on the outside? Can you name the movie, Owen? Can you let me into the outside? I would like to be on the outside.
I don't think I can. I think I can name that.
Home. You remember that movie? Woo, welcome in, Jill. Thank you so much for being a part of the Magic Crew cast. I wish they'd let me choose what the color of the cast would be, because you know I would go with ear to ear magic blue, but green. When I chose the color blue back in 2017 as what I thought would be a great color for an ear to ear magic shirt, that the first one I ever ordered, it was between green and blue. So green is still very much a color dear to my heart. We got a lot of running up on the grass today. I'll have to show you later a video, Owen. We had someone climbing up and getting a next to the topiaries. Hello. Watching getting up on the topiaries for photos. And like you need to not get too close to those.
Leaves alone. You didn't do anything to hurt you. Okay, connections and creations. I keep getting this stuff. Is it like sure?
All right, and we just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal. We just got a PayPal from the Magic Crew. This afternoon, Michelle L. just sent over a PayPal for $10 to help out with today's stream. And see if we can get Owen some bone marrow. The look on Owen's face. He said it was pretty good. He liked it. Thank you so much, Michelle.
It was okay. I have to admit, it was a bit weird, but I didn't have anything negative to say about it.
I think you were very brave to try it. I'm glad you did. Great experience. Thank you so much, Michelle. I hope you're having a great afternoon. And if it is not looking this pretty up in Boston at the moment, feel free to pretend that it is. We'll give you as much as you want.
Dinos.
Definitely not our dino. I wanted to point out the fact that during Flower and Garden, they have little mini gardens around here, guys. So, thanks again, Michelle. Appreciate that. Mackenzie says, got some Florida sunshine over in Rhode Island today. Sweet. Dinos! Wow, this is a real throwback to Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Yeah. I'll leave it at it.
Welcome in, Don. Going to be at Epcot April 12th. Looking forward to it. Make some notes today. Hopefully we can give you some good guidance on what to look out for. Now, if you guys are watching for the first time, you're like, we joke about the fact about being Disney foodies, and we do enjoy trying the new foods. But there is a reason why we like to have different bites on our live streams, despite the fact that it's just fun to try. It's very important that, like for people like Don who are getting ready for their upcoming trips, it's good to see the foods that might interest you. And what you don't want to do is get here and leave and then find out later that they had something that you would have just been in heaven to try and didn't know it was here. So all about getting the word out like that. EMAC says we need to go into as many shops as possible so that we can also show merchandise that EMACs can enjoy putting on their list for their upcoming trip. Greg wants to know, what's the weather like today? It's getting warmer and warmer as we go throughout the week, guys. Here in the Orlando area, Yesterday we had a high of 69, and it's getting warmer each and every day. Today it's going to be a high of 78 degrees. Some beautiful clouds in the high skies there today. Tomorrow going to be a high of 85, 87 on Thursday, 89 on Friday, and 93, fully into the 90s coming into the weekend. So, but beautiful weather today. It feels very comfortable. Slight breeze coming into play, and I wish it could be like this all year round. Today we still have some crowds, but not as busy as we've been in the past. $25 for Genie Plus if you were to purchase it this morning. So still in the 20s, and probably will remain to be either 22, 25, or 29 between now and the end of Easter. I want to show you guys the menu here. Let's look at the Farmer's Feast. So the Farmer's Feast is something they introduced back in 2020 when we were doing, this was actually over in the convention-like area inside. They have 3 different seasons that we're going to be seeing food from. So even though we may try it now between March 1st and April 8th, we can come back and try it again for the springtime menu and the summer solstice menu. It's going to change. The only booth that does that throughout the entire season. Right now they have the chilled potato and leek soup, char-grilled bison ribeye, and spice cake. You know you want to be my dessert. No, it's got parsnip in it though, and it's got parsnip. You like parsnip. Get some baby spice cake. Some sporty spice cake. Owen has no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, it's beautiful to do, isn't it? Welcome in, Asian and Grace. Good afternoon, Susan. Good to see you. And so, a chilled potato and leek soup, $5. Char-grilled bison ribeye, $8.25, and spice cake is $4.50. Welcome in, Ashley. How are you doing this Tuesday afternoon? Amanda says the live streams are helping plan the trip from the parks from Australia in November. Hope that we see you in the parks. And we'll get you ready in November as well. If you're coming first part of November, you will be looking at the Food and Wine Festival. End of that. If you're coming the latter part, the very weekend after Thanksgiving, here you'll be looking at Festival of the Holidays. But we'll get you prepped and ready for that as well. Glad to hear it, Amanda. Welcome in, KJ2 Mom. He's like me. He's hungry. Somebody get that kid some bison. Maybe some chilled leek and potato soup. That'd make him happy.
Someone get that boy spice cake.
Get that guy some poison. Get that boy some spice cake. Oh, Paul says the bison ribeye sounds pretty amazing. And the Disney baker, with his name like the baker, says, desserts, please. Exactly. It took all I could do, Disney Baker, yesterday to make sure that I had my digital dumplings at Tron before I got into my desserts. You know where I was wanting to go, right? Michael prefers a scary spice cake.
Oh, what does that mean? Are you going to draw a face on it? Or what?
Yeah, draw little faces, make it scary. Exactly.
You want someone in a haunted house to throw out your face? Or
if you want to be my space cake. Oh, man. Don, thank you so much for the super sticker. Greatly appreciate that. That's awesome, sir. Thank you so much. That's something we use and can use to continue to take care of and improve what we do here in our live streams. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. And well, What can I say except thank you for the super chat? That's awesome, and we appreciate that, Don. And I hope, seriously though, as much as we love it when you guys support the community and support those who can watch the streams, we want you guys to know that it's extremely important for us to let you guys know. We want you to ask questions. We want you guys to know what's available, and we want our live streams to not only be fun, but extremely educational in the fact that can prepare you to have a great time when you come here as well. So thank you so much, Don, for that. Ooh, it's a bright one today. Yeah, sounded like nap time over there. Bless you. Welcome in, Stefan. How are you doing today? See our flower towers? That's what I call them. I guess, are they called flower towers? I call them that.
I would call them pillars, but yeah, that works.
Yeah, but flower pillars doesn't sound nearly as cool.
Sure.
I guess petal pillars?
Petal pillars, that actually sounds awesome.
Petal pillars.
Yeah.
Like caterpillars. But maybe just a little different. Unfortunately, I don't think they have any hot dogs available, which is sad because I think Owen deserves to have a hot dog here soon.
Hot dog.
Hot dogs. Hot dogs. Hot dog. I'm getting myself a hot dog. Hog dog, hog diggity dog. It's a brand new day. What you waiting for? Check out our quilt, everybody. Our flower quilt's getting bigger and brighter as the season goes along.
By the looks of it, it looks like they've already like replaced out like one color of flowers once, but they've probably done that multiple times already.
We did, Jennifer. We do have a Guardians of the Galaxy group at the moment. We are actually group 136 for today, so we'll keep an eye on that. Don't forget, like we did last week. And we may have to have, unfortunately, because it's a little bit later in the day and we started and got our group at 1 o'clock this afternoon, we find ourselves in a conundrum, Jennifer. We may have to find ourselves a little later in the afternoon, early evening to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. And so we may be forced, beyond our control, to get you on that ride to do a part 2 today as well. Meaning we're gonna have to stay a little later than we might normally stay. So I don't know if you guys are okay with that, if it's kosher, if it's good. So we'll have to see how that's gonna work. You guys up for staying a little later today to get on Guardians? Gee, hot dogs are only good if they're misspelled. I hope they don't change the sign. After I messed up and told them yesterday. Welcome in, Megan.
You should go up and like ask for a hot dog.
Hot dog. I'm here for the hot dog.
Here for the hot dog.
Oh no, it's that guy again.
You don't have hot dog?
I told him, I said, Disney, when you change the sign, I want the old sign. Can I have it, please? Welcome in, me and my life. How you doing today? Howdy, 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 Inez. Boy, Goofy is tall already, but a Goofy topiary is just ginormous. It's crazy. Cindy's gonna take us food shopping tonight. Sweet. Sandra's like, this someone say part 2? Oh yeah, we may have to do, I so apologize guys. We may have to go for 3 hours or so and then cut it off and start it up again. We are very limited by the program that we use. We have found that there's some limitations, so I think we did a little experimentation yesterday and realized that if we were to simply put a little pressure on you guys and ask you to unfortunately have to jump from one stream to the next if we stop one and start another. It takes away that issue of not being able to stream past a certain time frame. So if you guys are open, willing, and help those to help make the jump when we do it, then we may have more possibilities open up to us moving forward. Oh, that smells good.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I told them, I said, when you guys get the new sign up, I want you to give me the old sign. I want it. I will put it up in my house. And every day when we come out, we will wake up half asleep, walk out into the living room, Haley, look up at the sign and say, hot dog. And immediately feel much better and prepared and ready to take on the day. Oh, hot dog. Thank you, Hatbox. I worked especially hard on it today. We got up early and had to sign up for some races. And I'm telling you guys, I'm excited because we were able, 10? Okay. We were able, when I say we, I was able to sign up for the challenge, which means I will be running in the 10K and the half marathon, my first challenge for the Wine and Dine. And then Teresa got me in for the 5K. How you doing today? Are these all of our egg options for the scavenger hunt, the egg extravaganza for this year?
Yeah,
So
any of those.
all of the 6 eggs. They look like new designs. I haven't seen these before. We've got Dopey, we've got Cheshire Cat, Dalmatians, Marie, and who's the green down there? Let's see. We've got a green one and a purple one down there. This is part of our egg scavenger hunt. And we're going to do that next week, guys. When we come in next week, Owen, you're going to come with me and hunt for some Easter eggs?
Yeah.
So if you do the egg extravaganza scavenger hunt, you get to choose one of the 6 plastic eggs. And we'll have to go do some Easter egg hunting. And then we still have to do our other hunt, which allows you to choose one, either the plate or the cup. And if you get 2, you get to have a whole set. Look, they still have Figment, Snow White, Spike the Bee, and the new design here with Orange Bird for this year. So if you are looking to do any of the scavenger hunts for Flower and Garden right now, all of the prizes are still available. And you get several to choose from. If you do the extravaganza, one of the 6 eggs. If you do the Spike the Bee hunt, the pollination, Spike the Bee pollination, you get to choose one of 8 options, either one of the 4 cup designs or one of the 4 plate designs. So I think next week we need to do an egg hunt. Either that or we need to do the Spike the Bee, which would be cool too.
Just trying that guy doing one there.
Welcome in, lady. Yes, got a little pin board there. You got your pin trading. You can do some pin trading right there.
Next to the rock.
Look, Karina. It's your. Wow. You're so happy. All right, guys, we're going to be calling our outdoor kitchen poll. Will be closing in just a few minutes. If you have not voted yet, this is your final call. Put your vote in now. It's at the top of the chat. Choose what option you like the most. Whichever one wins, Susan, when they close it, Susan will tell us where to go. And we're going to go try out some food. Some more food here for Flower and Garden this year. Welcome in, Maggie View. You guys only have, at this point, 10 minutes left. Did you see any back there, Kaylee, that you liked on the pin board? Yeah. It's always kind of a throw up, right? So let's do this. Since we're here at a fuel rod station, why don't we change that out? Welcome in, Peter. Good afternoon, Rob.
I'm gonna switch out again.
Why? It's okay. It's by the window.
That is true. That is true. I didn't think about that.
So, can you plug me in? All right. Thank you, sir. All right.
That's the old one.
That's my go-to to figure out if the batteries are fully charged. Like,
Yeah. If it's cold, it usually means that it's charged. But not always. Depends on where it's at.
yeah, I think it's still the window there. Especially considering that it is fully sunny today.
Good afternoon, Andy. Welcome in. I can smell the grill.
Oh my goodness, that smells.
That Florida fresh.
Smell vision should be a thing. It should be a thing.
Yeah. Can we add that? How much
We
does it
should
cost to
add
add? How much will it cost for us to add smell-o-vision? Smell-o-vision, smell-o-vision, smell-o-vision. Martha says I got 4 Beauty and the Beast pins last Saturday at Collective Con. When you find what you like, it's always a good day. All right, so let's check out Florida Fresh's menu just to show you guys what's available. Grilled street corn on the cob
There's 2 different kinds.
with savory garlic spread and spicy corn chips. Then, these are both, of course, plant-based. Grilled street corn on the cob with savory garlic spread and plant-based cotija cheese. So you've got the regular street corn and the one with the cheese. Blackened fish slider with roasted tomatoes, watercress, citrus remoulade on a brioche bun. It is $6.75 for the blackened fish slider.
That looks good. I want to try that.
The all-time favorite returning watermelon salad. Watermelon salad. Blueberries. Did it have blueberries before?
It did not have blueberries.
It did
before.
not have blueberries
They
before.
updated it.
Blueberries, pickled red onions, balsamic, and feta cheese. I do not really care for melons, but I will tell you this. Every year when we come with our family and the kids and Susan go crazy over this watermelon salad, I will tell you, I really have enjoyed this. It's really good. It's never had blueberries in it that I've tried. That looks delicious. And then the Florida strawberry shortcake with strawberries. $4.75. Watermelon salad's been price adjusted to $4.50. I don't know what that means. They also have a cucumber watermelon slushy, which I would be willing to try. You can also get one with gin in it. So, Florida Fresh. Look, there's the blackened fish. You can see the blackened fish sliders. Watermelon salad. That looks really good. We first tried that how many years ago, Susan? It's been a long time. It was well before we moved here. So it's been at least 5 years. First time we tried it. And I thought, there is no way I'm going to try that. There's no way I'm going to put that in my mouth. It's watermelon. No, thank you. And I had to apologize to all of the taste receptors in my mouth because it was amazing with that balsamic vinaigrette. So good. We'll have to put that on a list. I don't have any clue what's on our poll for today. I just don't know because I can't see it. You guys get to choose without my knowledge, without my influence, but hopefully we'll be able to check out that food on a future poll. We're going to make our way around. We're going to be here all the way through July 5th, back and forth every week. So between now and then, we should do a good coverage of all of the food options that are here.
It's a very long festival. There's a lot of time.
So Martha, I realized as a kid that I liked a lot of fruits, but there was like I didn't like watermelon all that much. I'd eat it as a social thing because every time growing up in South Georgia, we grew on watermelons, and it was not a big stray from us during parties and get-togethers. We'd have all the watermelons out from the garden. We'd cut them up. Every kid gets their gigantic quarter slice, and you just go to town on it. You sprinkle salt on it and enjoy it. And the kids think I'm crazy when I talk about the fact of actually putting salt on watermelon makes it sweeter. Oh, a duck's going in for nachos. Nacho duck. I realized later on, probably when I was in my preteen or maybe my teen years, that there's certain fruits I didn't care for. Cantaloupe.
Well, he's got his nachos. He's going.
He got his nachos. He's out of here. Cantaloupe, didn't care for. Honeydew, not really. And I started to realize as I got into my college years, wait a minute, these are all in the melon group, and I realized I just don't care for that type of fruit. And when I started into my adult years, I met this young lady who we were dating for a while, and I got a new job, and they sent me up to Louisville, Kentucky, and she came up to visit, and while she was visiting that weekend, she bought a cantaloupe. And I'm like, why are you buying that? She's like, I'm going to eat it. I'm like, I'm not going to help you eat that. She's like, oh, it's okay, I'll eat it. It'll be me, I'll eat it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not having anything to do with it. She left it in my car, Owen. She went back home and left the cantaloupe in my car in the hot, hot sun.
Oh, no.
And it started to ripen. And all of a sudden, I got in my car one day and it smelled like cantaloupe. And I was like, cantaloupe. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that smell? It was under the seat and I had to get rid of it. Oh my gosh. And I tell you what, it's almost a deal breaker. You leave a cantaloupe in my car like that.
Yeah, I feel like
You're dating somebody and you leave a cantaloupe in their car to rot. Yeah, that's like, grumpy old men territory right there. So that was rough. Oh, me in my life, have you never put salt on watermelon? I'm going to challenge you. Sodium chloride on your fruit will make it taste sweeter. So I can do watermelon, but it depends on the situation. I do not really care for cantaloupe. And I'm not a huge honeydew fan, which is why Frucci's not really been on my menu most years, which is kind of sad. All right, I need somebody to back me up. Who else put salt on their watermelon? All right, we ready to close that poll? Get some direction. Mike B! How you doing today, Mike? Good to see you, my friend. One over the other. It is Renee. See, these guys think I'm playing with them. Check out our snowflakes. Look. Let it go. Let it go. See, I make up a lot of stuff, but Anna and Elsa. All right, Susan, if we got a closed poll, tell us where we're headed. I'm gonna grab some shade for a second so I can make sure I can read the chat. What is another snowflake right here out of nowhere? I thought it was weird the first time I heard about it, Rose. And I remember the first time I told my kids to put salt and pepper on a tomato slice. We were making tomato slices. We had sliced tomato with a meal one time, and I told the kids, put some salt and pepper on it. And they looked at me like, you got to be kidding. There's no way I'm putting salt on this.
That's actually really good.
But a tomato is fruit. So it kind of still works that way, right? Welcome in, Angela. Good to see you today. I hope they do keep the hot dog. I will buy so many hot dogs.
They should take the words out.
By salt, do you mean rum? Close second. All right. Welcome in, Rukar. I'm sort of like that. I'm not a huge fan. I will eat it in a social setting. Welcome in, Connie. And Elaine, if you've never tried it, I really was shocked. There's very few instances in my life where I will automatically say yes to watermelon. And if it's on a watermelon salad nowadays, especially if it's got that balsamic vinaigrette on it, I'm all for it. All right, so I think we have some direction here, guys. All right, so that one's a new one on me, Rose. I've never heard of putting salt on Rice Krispie Treat. Rice Krispie Treat.
That's a new one.
I will be willing to try it. I love putting a ton of salt on hard-boiled eggs. Well, yeah, you gotta do that. Salt and pepper on there. Gotta go with that. Salt and pepper on the tomato sandwich is a must. It's good to go. Welcome in, Strategy Execute. How are you today? Welcome into the World Showcase here at Epcot. We're making our way around. And we have been given some direction. We are heading to the Beastro! The Honey Beastro. Is it at the same location? I think it is. It's over there by the old Starbucks location, right?
Yeah, that's where it should be. I already see one of the eggs.
Looking good in green today, James. Looking good in green. Hang on one second. Whew. Good afternoon. You wouldn't happen to know where we can find a giant, what's the word I'm looking for? ¿Cómo se dice en inglés el pato? A duck, a large duck wearing a sombrero. You guys have those here?
He will be here in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. We should say hello to our large duck with a sombrero. What you think? I think we do.
Sure.
I think we should. That'd be awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, Meredith. Donald is going to be coming out here in less than 10 minutes. I say, since there's no line at all, let's just wait. And why don't we say, buenos tardes to the number one, el pato número uno. Kaylee says, I heard the chicken and waffles over at the Honey Beastro aren't that great. We're going to give it a try. We're going to try to keep an open mind. We'll see what happens. Cam Shep says, I do not like any type of fruit. Watermelon gives me heartburn. To me, it's just, I don't know. It's just the weirdness of the flavor. Cantaloupe is just nope.
I thought you were going to go into like a whole description of flavor and then
Yeah, don't do too much salt though, Green Giant. You want to keep the sodium levels down. All right, so Michael, I walked out today. We did our Run Disney sign up this morning, and that meant we're doing our stream later on today, which meant that our schedule changed a little bit, which means I walked out the door and left Floaty on the table. Floaty's,
I also left my magic
Floaty's,
band.
yeah, he left his magic band.
I
So
don't
we're
have my
all
magic-
we're all
I
messed
was-
up.
I was like,
All messed
I was
up,
prepped
don't
for
know what
like
to
helping
do.
him with Run Disney, and I completely forgot about my magic.
We got it. You know, that's just us. If you change up our schedule, we get all discombobulated. So I walked out without Floaty today. I do keep extra fuel rods in my backpack just for emergencies like this. These little bad boys right here are available for purchase if you bought one in the Disney parks. You can also buy them in airports across the United States. And in the past, I don't know if that's the case anymore, if you guys can confirm it for me, they were cheaper, like $5 cheaper if you bought them in the airports than they are here. They're $30 here. They come with one fuel rod and then 2 separate small charging cables for both Samsung and iPhone phones. And once you buy a fuel rod, you can exchange it here only on Disney property for free. Don't even bring up the lawsuit about that. So I can actually change this out as much as I need to. It doesn't last very long, especially for the services that we use it for, which is why we have that gigantic anchor we use. But we don't have an opportunity. We don't have a choice today. So I've got a few of them, and when we see a fuel rod station, we'll change them out. But it's good to have. If you already have one, keep bringing it back. You can change it out. You can also charge them by plugging them in at home. So you don't have to charge them up or switch them out in the stations. Do you guys thump? Who thumps? Who knocks? Who drops it on the ground? I test my cantaloupes by dropping them into the trash can and see if they break open. Yeah. I think so, Roxanne. So after we say hello, we're going to go check out. After we say hello to Donald, we're going to go check out the Honey Bistro. Do that. You guys, it will change the way. Don't do it too heavy. I mean, it's not like you're not like doing a dish or something. It's just ever so slightly a little bit of sodium will actually make it taste sweeter. Let's see, how much was the slushie? It's probably somewhere around $5 or $6 for the cucumber watermelon. We'll jump into the shade right here. You want some shade, Owen? Owen likes, I don't like melons most, but bananas. I love bananas.
Bananas are good.
Yeah, you like nanners, don't you?
I like nanners.
You like nanners? You want to get some nanners? Let's get some nanners.
Get some nanners.
You want some nanners? Let's get some nanners, everybody. Let's get some nanners. Honey, Dalton, Cantaloupe. Yep, that's it, Oxynochrono. Yes, as long as it's got, basically it's got a notice right here. That's it's basically your UPC code. It's got your digital code on it. As long as it's got that on it and it scans it and it recognizes it as a fuel rod. I actually bought most of these back in 2016, 2017. So I've had these for a very long time. I probably have made my $30 over and over again. Versus we used to go to trash dumps and shoot BBs at old pumpkins. Oh, poor pumpkins. One of these days, Rose, I'll have to tell you guys the story of the first time I got my Red Ryder BB gun. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Owen's heard that story in a very long time. It's very embarrassing. Not for me, but for someone else. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Please stand by. We are here in the World Showcase here at the Mexico Pavilion today at Epcot Center in the World Showcase. As in about 5 minutes or less, Senor Donald will be coming out, and we're going to say hello to Donald. Oh, it's a good story time too. Owen, did I ever tell you the story about how I shot my neighbor?
You what?
I'll tell you later.
You can't just drop that and say I'll tell you later.
Donald's coming out. I'll tell you later. Just remind me. I'll share with you guys later. Oh, it's okay. He was like 5. It's good to have them. You never know when you're going to need them, Julie. Today, I don't have my other anchor, so. Story time. You guys remember the old Vine memes? Story time. And this guy would just start walking up to random people and talking as if he knew who they were, and he was making up stories about them as they walk along. I remember the guy.
I think my favorite one out of that is that every group has that one idiot. He walks up to the table, like says that, and walks up to a table of like 4 people. 3 people automatically point to one person.
Well, here's the weird thing. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name. I remember him doing all the vines and story time. You know what? I saw him at Disney Springs about 4 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, about 4 months, maybe 5 months ago. It was before Mom's accident. We were at Disney Springs, and the guy walks by, but we're standing there at Starbucks, and that guy. I mean, you know, it was him. I was like, oh my gosh, it's story time. It was such a great. It was a great thing for him. Yeah, kind of. Maybe. I'll tell you guys later. Oh, maybe remind me when we go over to the Honey Beastro. I'll tell you guys all about it. So what snack is your food fuel rod? What is the thing that you always glad to have? What do you have in your back pocket? What is your go-to snack when it comes to Disney? When everything else may fail, what's the one thing you're like, you know what? I've always got this. So that's a good question, Adam. What is, yeah, no one shot their eyes out, okay? Let's just be careful. I didn't shoot his eye out. I just shot him. So what is your go-to food snack? So let us know in the chat.
It's different.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Good afternoon, JG. All right, we're on the hunt for a duck. People keep walking out, and I'm like, that's not Donald. Rose's go-to is yogurt-covered pretzels. There you go, sweet and salty. Jeremy wants to ride the big golf ball today. I think we can make that happen. Experiment 626 says my snack was always the churros. Churros. You haven't had a lot of churros. We're not a big churro family here.
Oh, churros. Okay.
Yeah, churros. Woo, $50 for fuel rods? No. Wow, that's crazy. I would keep walking by.
Yeah,
I'd rub my hands together and make electricity before I did that.
Clear.
The giant pickles from the bazaar. How bizarre. Bum, 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 bum. I'm surprised that the kids have never gotten the giant dill pickles over in Liberty Square. As much as I like dill pickles. If I buy a thing of specialty dill pickles, someone's gonna eat them in the house. We used to buy the Clausens, the really, really big, gigantic Clausens. You used to get the warehouse, like Costco and Sam's Club. And we'd come home like 2 days later and they were gone. Like, who ate $8 worth of pickles?
We recently
And
got,
it was
like,
Owen and Caleb.
We recently got like a container of like pickles I really like to use
Here he goes.
for a sandwich. Oh.
Woo! Arpato número uno! Cinnamons! Oh, that's good. I had a big, gigantic cinnamon bun yesterday. Scott says my cousin shot me once with a pellet gun, point blank. Mr. Griswold, that's not a real gun. That's a BB gun. You shot me.
Lily, if it gets down to like 20, then we can start.
Hmm. It's senior. No, that's a different kind of. There's a difference between senior and senior. It's just, I mean, you know, he's old, but. Oh, man. I'll ask Donald. That's a good thing to ask him. I think that's a perfect thing to ask him. Would you, when you wanna hold the stream? And I'll grab this.
So we're going to be using PhotoPass today.
Yes. Can we scan before or after?
Pretty much everywhere here in Epcot you do scan before.
I went to do that the other day, and I can't remember where we were
At
at.
Studios, you scan after.
Oh, we'll get you after. I'm like, okay. Messing up the rotation.
Hang on, we're almost there, buddy. I'm going to hold on to Mickey, okay?
It's Donald Duck! Pato número uno! Good to see you! Good to say Donald. Now, we've got our friends up here. From YouTube wanted to come over and say hello to Donald today. Somebody in the chat said senior, but Donald Duck, but I actually put senior, like older person.
I mean,
Is it senior? Is it senior, Donald?
we're gonna go with Senor Donald.
Senior,
We might
okay.
be getting a little bit old, but we're not nearly as old as Mickey
You're looking
Mouse.
pretty young.
You're looking pretty good.
Extremely young.
You're not
Looking
nearly
pretty
as
good.
old as Mickey Mouse.
He still shakes it like he
There's
did
no
way back
senior
in the
here.
day. So we're gonna go with senior Donald. Awesome. Well, Donald, real quick, can we get a virtual hug for everybody who's hanging out here today? Big old hug from the Donald Duck. We love to see Donald. Hey, can I get a photo pass? Which side's your better side?
Both of them.
Both of them. I love that. That's a great answer. Go Donald. Thank you so much, Donald. Good to see you. Thank you for the hug. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, Brandon. Thank you. Senior Donald. Not Senior Donald. We don't want to, offend. So cool. Welcome in, FM Ever After. Yeah, I don't know what the story was, Scott, but we did all kinds of stupid stuff as kids, and somehow we still made it out. I still remember back in the day, Owen, when we would, on the weekends, we would go out and do stuff with the family, and somebody would jump in the pickup truck, and all the kids would jump in the back
Oh no, yeah.
and ride in the back bed of the pickup truck with no seat belts, and it was fun to see how fast you could go over speed bumps and make everybody go boom in the back of the bed. Oh,
Back
good
in my
times.
day, we didn't have like car seats or seat belts. We rode in the back.
We rode no. I used to. We had a station wagon.
We didn't have life insurance either. We had
But we didn't need life insurance. We lived.
yeah, you just got up.
We had a station wagon at one point. We used to ride in the back rear seat that faced backwards. You can look out the back window. Sweet. But one of my favorite things is we had these gigantic metal cars that looked like tanks. And back in the day, when we traveled to Walt Disney World, the one time as a kid we came, I didn't sit in the back seat. I actually would climb up into the window. There was a little ledge in the back of the car, because they're not like they are now where it's just flush with the back. They actually had like a ledge, and the back window would like slope off, and there was this little ledge there you could lay on. Now, it was not meant for that, but that's what I would do. I would lay up in the window and sleep on the ledge, both in the daytime, like in the sun, and stay warm, or at nighttime. And what was really fun, Owen, is if there was like something happened on the interstate and your dad like slammed on the brakes, it would not only wake you up at the same time, you would launch in the back seat and go flying off the shelf. If you were lucky, you landed on the seat. Most times you went straight into the floorboard and you just laughed and laughed. It was great. It was wonderful. Yeah, we can't do that kind of stuff anymore. You haven't lived till you've taken a nap in the afternoon sun on the back shelf of your windshield. Oh, Michael says, I want to check out the Tipsy Ducks in Love. What? Well, we're going to be making our way around. It's, we may have to grab one today. It has been a long time since Skipper Bob first recommended we try it.
What is it?
And we introduced the hashtag Stop the Dip. Green Giant, same way when I was a kid, we could sleep right under the rear window. I had so much fun doing that. I used to sit in the front row with my mom. One time we had an accident and she actually ended up getting hurt and had to be hospitalized for a week or so. But when she hit the brake, I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and I ended up in a ball into the floorboard of the car. And I remember that's where the police found me when the paramedics showed up. I was just kind of like,
hi, officer. How are you doing?
Oh, dude, my CVS receipt's hanging out. Somebody should have told me. I was just balled up in a little ball in the floor of the car. Oh, I hated having to get the hump seat. You always could tell where you were on the food chain if you got assigned the hump. If you were hump seat, you were bottom of the barrel. So much, right, Mahia family? All right, so if you guys are just joining us, the crew has chosen us to go to the Honey Bistro this afternoon. So we're gonna go check out the food over at the Honey Bistro outdoor kitchen. See what we can find over there. And we'll try some food, we'll rate it. We'll tell you the story about how I shot a 5-year-old when I was a kid. Since Owen wants to know about it all of a sudden, it's not that big a deal. And we'll see what we got over here on the Honey Bistro.
Oh, this good.
The hump seat's where the wheelchairs go, right? The hump seat was where the axle of the back car was. And you had to either put your feet over the hump. So you didn't have anywhere to put your feet. Everybody else had plenty of space, but you were a hump seat, so you just had to straddle the hump and put your feet on either side.
Okay, so here we have the chicken and waffles, crispy honey brine chicken, and honey sweet corn bread waffle with whipped honey butter and spicy honey. This is gonna sound like the Pooh movie where I'm going to be saying honey like every time.
Honey,
honey. We have the pollinator flatbread, honey whipped mascarpone, honey caramelized onions, blueberry Oyster Way. I'm gonna say that.
What's that?
Prosciutto, honey, whipped goat cheese, arugula, honey, vinaigrette, and beef on. That's very good. And of course, the honey mascarpone
Cheesecake, returning item.
with honey whipped cream, whipped honey.
What is that bird doing?
Honey, honeycomb, dehydrated honey, and what you guess it? Fennel.
Fennel.
It would be pretty funny if I just said honey though.
Honey. Honey, 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 honey.
I could just say the description is honey, 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 honey. It would still make sense.
Eddie's got all the scars from childhood. Bike, skateboard, dirt bike, fireworks. Oh, we used to shoot bottle rockets at each other from across the street. And if you hit
I
a
think
car,
people still do that.
and if you hit a car as it passes between you, you get bonus. Bottle rocket wars. Hello, Rizzo. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing good. We're a little hungry, so I think we're gonna have everything. Let's get a chicken and waffles, the pollinator flatbread, the honey mascarpone cheesecake. Do you want to freeze?
Sure. I mean, some has peach cobbler, so that's very interesting.
Okay. So a honey peach cobbler freeze.
With no alcohol, right?
Yes. And let's. I think that'll be it.
Yes, it was $22.75. Like to pay with card?
Yes, please.
Not at this location. So.
Owen's gonna pay today.
Right, with my own money. Probably my own.
So they're gonna only be those items. Only those items there. They
All right. You want to keep the receipt?
There we go.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Again, this is what we're going to be looking at: the chicken and waffles, crispy honey brine chicken and honey sweet cornbread waffle with whipped honey butter and spicy honey, $6.75. The pollinator flatbread, honey whipped mascarpone, honey caramelized onions, blueberry gastrique, prosciutto, honey whipped goat cheese, arugula, honey vinaigrette, and bee pollen. And then the honey mascarpone cheesecake, honey whipped cream, whipped honey, crystallized honey, honeycomb, dehydrated honey, fennel pollen meringue kisses. And then I got Owen the honey peach cobbler freeze.
Cheesecake and the flatbread, and I'll have you set over here for everything else. It'll be out shortly.
All right, thank you. Ooh, look at it all.
That was good.
Here's the cheesecake.
I still need to get the freezing. Oh, I'm gonna have to.
I can grab it.
Peach cobbler freeze, and you guys still need a waffle, right?
Yeah, waffle.
I'll just set it right here. And you can come back with them.
My friend.
I need a
What else we need?
Waffle. That's it. You get the waffle?
I can get the waffle. Here's a waffle. Where's a waffle? Oh, there's a waffle. There's a little video waffle. Look at that waffle. Alrighty. It's waffle time. Chicken. Well, there is a waffle in this somewhere. Hey, Owen. Shoop. Here we go. Oh man, I got honey on me.
Honey.
It's sticky.
Honey is
Honey. Honey, 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 honey. All right, I'm gonna let you guys chat with Owen for a bit.
Oh, I also got honey on me. What in the world?
How did you get honey in here? Where did the honey come from? Okay, why don't you grab that one and dump everything?
That was not my intention. Sorry. I like honey like right here now.
When you go to like a.
All right, I'm gonna let you take care of this on the back. You guys can chat with Owen for a bit. I'm gonna get some photos.
How is everyone doing? This is some lovely items. Do you want me to put the camera? Yeah, carrot sticks inside. I love the little flowers on the bread. Love the little flowers on the bread. That's so good. See, this is an Instagrammer in their natural habitat. As soon as they find food, instead of eating it, they take it to the nearest like optimal photo spot. As you can see, which is like obviously here is going to be on top of the like the decorative beehive, facing the water. Everyone take notes. Take notes. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. I'm really excited to see how all these turn out. This is all very much a stand I want to hit up, and can't wait to get a solid review on all 40s. Did I get a straw? Let me get a straw.
It's the honey cheesecake. I love the actual bit of little honeycomb they have here. This is a returning favorite.
I don't think I need to move the camera facing that way. I'm actually going to take a picture of these as well, because I think what I'm going to do is that like sometime in the future at the end of the year, I'm just going to take all the photos of all the food and like look back on it and like make like a tour list or something. Oh, there is honey on the edge as well. Ah, why? I didn't think like stickiness would be something we'd have to rate this on, but yet here we are. This side.
We can go do the ball and then go there.
No.
Real fast, little.
We take the 8 steps in order to flip the camera. There we go. Sorry. Answer that question. That's a very good question. No. In fact, because we had like 5 or 6 devices, all jumping into the queue to make sure Dad got one. There's actually one left open. He offered to run to me. It's the fact that it's. I mean, I just got out of high school. I just graduated, and in terms of what the next few months, like if I'm going to get a job, if I'm going to pursue something else, I don't know if I'm going to make this now, and in the future I'm going to regret it or not be able to do it. So it's not that I don't like running or don't feel up to the challenge. I mean.
Alright, sorry about that, guys.
I've said this multiple times already to the point that probably people are tired of it, but if you do a full day here and you just walk around, there's a good chance you do a 5K completely on your own.
Running to Ratatouille is about a 1.5K already.
I should probably try that at most.
Alright, guys. Welcome in. We are trying the Honey Beastro on a very rickety table. And we're going to turn things around. It's really hard to see the screen today. I wanted you guys just to see everything that's behind us. How cool it looks. All right. I feel like I want to put you guys over here. That's not gonna work. It's too low. Why the table is so low?
Table is over there. Does seem a bit higher. I don't know.
Chris was like, I would have already eaten that now with the warm syrup. I think that's what we're going to be trying first.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, and all right, so first up, chicken and waffle. Welcome in, D. Good to see you. Firefighter wants to know, Owen, does your mom ever get jealous of all the food you guys get to have here in the streams? She does get food, not necessarily the streams, but just the food we get to try, period, sometimes here in the park. So it does get her like, oh, I remember being able to eat stuff like this.
Yeah.
Very tiny waffle, piece of chicken. This, let's see how it is. It will not replace the chicken.
The chicken?
The chicken. You guys know, you know in the chat what I'm referring to as the chicken. There was at one point in time, Flower and Garden had the chicken. This is a really rickety table. Alright, this waffle looks burnt. But it could just be the seasoning on it. Okay. Does anybody remember the chicken?
I don't know exactly. Was that also at this stand?
No, it was over there. And it was a citrus chicken. Welcome in, Rod. Good to have you this afternoon.
Side, right?
Yeah. It's a good sized piece of chicken.
The waffle on the other hand is a
The waffle is tiny.
bit on the tad side. Oh, that is good.
So Lenny, we're actually just kind of across the way from Germany. Just stick in with us, we'll check. We're taking our way back around.
That is really good. Always gonna be a solid flavor combination when you put like spicy and like sweet, especially if that sweet is honey based.
I do like the fact that it's a good sized portion of chicken. I mean, it's got a whole fillet there.
So how's the waffle? Is it really from the difficulty of me trying to scoop it up, it seems soft.
Now, before we tried anything, what are you the most excited to try?
Honestly, hard choice between both the waffle and the flatbread because both of those seem really good.
So, the sauce is got a little seasoning. It's not hot, but it does have a little bit of spice to it.
It isn't something like you're gonna put in your mouth and you're gonna immediately need water. It's like a flavorful kind of spice.
You can taste the honey in it though. Now, what I don't get in this, I understand why they probably did it. For presentation wise, but you got this gigantic piece of chicken, which is great. It's awesome. You know, it's got
You
good
wish that the waffle was on top of the chicken?
No, I just don't understand why they have such a small piece of waffle. When the waffle is the cheapest part of the dish. That's got to be a presentation decision. It's like a little pedestal that chicken sits on.
Oh, that's good.
A little bit of corn. Can definitely taste the honey. Ooh.
Oh, you got the chicken.
Good afternoon and welcome in, Brandon. Good to have you back in with us today. Hi, love cheese.
Why?
Oh yeah. So, it's got some spices. It's got some seasoning. I'm a little torn on this one. This is the chicken and waffle. All right. So everything we rate and we review on here, guys, we always use a 5-point scale and based on 3 criteria. That's value, presentation, and flavor. The value, I mean, price point, it's not bad. It's about what I would expect for a dish like that with chicken. It's not too pricey. I mean, all 4 of these things with Owen's drink as well was $22.
Not bad.
So not bad at all to get an entire kiosk. Presentation, it actually looks really cute with the fillet of chicken sitting on top of the smaller waffle. It looks cute, but it means you have less bite of the waffle itself. So you actually end up running out of waffle before you do chicken, which is strange. Flavor, I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's got a little bit of a spice to it. It's not hot enough that I need something immediately to drink.
I really like it, but I felt like flavor-wise, the waffle didn't add much to the dish. I felt like if I had just the chicken and the sauce, I would have enjoyed just as much if it was without the waffle.
Oh yeah, I was just as happy just to have the chicken afterwards.
The chicken
waffle, you run out of waffle, I was just as happy with it out. I mean, the waffle has a savory bit to it. I mean, it's got pieces of corn in it and all this other stuff. And you got little bits of it here. It's charred, which actually doesn't add to the presentation. It almost looks like you burned a waffle. It kind of just tastes like soaked breading. So the waffle itself doesn't really add that much to it.
Yeah, it doesn't really add much to the dish overall.
I like the flavor of it. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'd probably give it somewhere between a 3.5 to 4. I'm almost hesitant to go straight to 4 on it. It's good flavor. I don't know if I would have it again, only because of the fact I really wanted the waffle to be a little bit bigger. And I wanted it to add more to the dish.
I'll give it a 4 just because I like the chicken and the sauce so much, regardless of the waffle. I felt like if the waffle was good, I'd probably give it a 5.
If it was just chicken and not waffle, I'd probably be just as happy, honestly.
Yeah.
So, all right. This is our.
This is the second item.
This is the honey flatbread. Again, the arugula. I love the arugula on it. It looks really great.
And the
that
edible
way.
flowers.
Edible.
Yep.
Yeah.
One there.
And feta cheese. This will be a little harder to cut up. Prosciutto.
And hard to believe, but also honey.
There's honey in here too.
Yeah, it's really difficult. It's bamboozling to think about, honestly.
Right?
Yeah, that works. Was that good? What does that mean?
Prosciutto.
Oh, that is prosciutto, right? I think that was a cheese at first. Why did I think that was a cheese? That's meat.
Lots of feta cheese.
Good idea, babe.
First few seconds into the bite, I'm thinking this is weird, but the more and more I'm chewing, I'm thinking this is a good kind of weird. This is a flavor I have not had, but I enjoy it.
Those are blueberries.
Those are blueberries.
What's with the blueberry invasion this year? I love blueberries.
It's slowly faded. Next year it's just gonna be just blueberries.
The blueberry festival.
Epcot, flower and blueberry festival. It's gonna be. It's slightly difficult to eat, but
Look, Mom, I'm having salad. Good.
I know it's odd, but it's a good kind of odd.
A little different.
Different, but good.
I feel like it needs a little more, not sauce. That's me taking the wrong way. I feel like it needs something as sort of a sauce. A little bit more for the base.
Oh.
It's so weird to be in a bite of flatbread and have a blueberry just kind of
That must be weird.
pop.
Could be me.
The prosciutto is nice. Flatbread's crunchy. There's a napkin. How did a napkin disappear? All right,
That was good. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I still enjoyed it.
it's a little drier, not having a sauce base. To me, it felt a lot fresher than I was expecting it to be. So,
It's hard to describe flavor on this one. 'Cause it was kind of all over the place. Like
a lot
changed.
of different things in the toppings. Arugula. It's got the prosciutto, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. I really
I
did.
did enjoy it. I did enjoy it, but it's so hard to nail down the exact flavor. Like if you asked me to give like a single definition of this flavor, it would be really hard for me to like write it down.
No, I think Mouse Ears and Beers, I did like the prosciutto in this. I expected it to be something in there to sauce it up a little bit with a flatbread. But overall, the feta cheese, the arugula, the flatbread was a little perforated, made it easier to just pull it apart. I like this. I actually would have this again.
Same.
But it's not something that's easy to categorize. If you're looking for something, like I said, it has a lot more of a fresh flavor to it. The arugula is on top.
I felt like it kind of like bounced back and forth from like sweet and savory as I'm eating.
Well, I mean, you got blueberries for the sweetness. You got the savory with the prosciutto. I think overall, I don't normally like flatbreads. Flatbreads to me are like, they're like fake pizza.
Really?
I just don't really care for flatbreads overall, but I like that one, and I'd have it again. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would give that one a solid 4.
Yeah, that's a 4. I felt like that's the closest humanity is gonna get to like being in like the state of all Remy's in when he like takes bites of things.
So, I mean, I would do that one again. I like that one.
Yep.
The flatbread again.
Let me
The
do that one.
flavors of the honey and all the other stuff that's in there. It's a good solid dish, and it's different. That's the thing. It's very different. So much of the ingredients are not cooked. Like I said, it's a very light dish. Between the bread and the cured meat on there, it doesn't provide a lot of like heavy cooked dishes. Yeah, you got to be very careful when you pronounce charcuterie. Very careful. Flatbread or hot dog? Oh, always a hot dog. Hot dog was pretty good. Sydney says, I love flatbreads. I can pretend they're healthy since they're not pizza. Well, this one's got salad on it, Sydney. But seriously, it does. It's probably a lot
salad.
feta cheese on it.
I mean, feta cheese and like arugula, that classifies as salad.
There we go. It's salad with bread in it. All right, now Owen, I'm curious to see how Owen's going to like this. This is a returning favorite here. The Honey Bistro has been here for years. This is your cheesecake. It is served with your honey foam on the side. This year they actually have a little piece of honeycomb, which is I don't think I've had before. And the meringue, which I know Owen has not cared for before. Remember when we had our we had the deconstructed key lime pie?
Oh, that's tough meringue. No.
It's meringue.
No.
I knew he was going to react to that. So again, this has been around for many years here for the Flower and Garden Festival and keeps coming back in. Welcome back in. Tom, good to see you. Just in time for dessert. All right, so let's welcome in Spencer. So Owen, I'm going to let you get one meringue, I get the other meringue.
You know what? You can have both. You can
Sure?
have both.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
You
sure.
I'm willing to share.
No, it's completely off. It's completely all right. It's
right.
fine.
Okay. All right.
I'm completely fine with it.
I'm going to have one of the meringues.
He puts his fork down. He tries to stab it. Just he gets like the third, second breaks for it.
Pop that right on there. A little meringue.
Oh wait, I need to show it to the camera because that looks slowly tripping out.
Drop honey mascarpone cheesecake.
I think I'll take this part right here. Oh, that is definitely cheesecake.
He's using a knife.
That is definitely
I find that
cheesecake.
funny. He's over there sawing at a cheesecake.
I didn't know at first. It was hard to tell like how the inside would look or like crumble. Looking at the outside.
Inside, outside, inside, outside, upside down. A little bit of the honey foam.
That is so good.
Now, this cheesecake to me has the texture of, welcome in Claudio, family, how are you guys doing today? This to me has the texture of those easy bake cheesecake, you know what I'm talking about? I know a lot of people prefer that as opposed to like the really dense New York style, like take forever, could really ruin a cheesecake. This is like, hey Jello, send me a box kind of cheesecake. So a little bit different.
Nope.
Welcome in, Carol.
The
since you're doing that, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can have the rest of that.
He just tore off the cheesecake and left the crumb at the bottom.
I can't get the bottom for some reason. The bottom did not want to come with me.
I want you to try some of that honeycomb too.
Oh, some. You said some, not a...
All of it. Try all of it. And it's got a
I
little bit
guess
of a
all of
honey,
it.
a little bit of a honey crisp on there as well. Cookie crisp.
Very good.
It's dessert time. That crisp, almost like a peanut brittle, but honey.
Like peanut butter, but like a bit softer.
Ah, it's stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, it looks like it's stuck in your teeth.
Is it made with Cool Whip? Is it made with Cool Whip? I don't know. Is that Cool Whip?
I know it's honey foam right there. So.
But is it Cool Whip? Whip. Oh,
I can tell you.
another edible flower. You guys want some Cool Whip?
Ah, it's still stuck in my teeth.
It's super sticky, Spencer.
All these dishes are so extremely sticky. Like, we both, walking over here, we both ended up with honey on our hands by the time we reached the table.
I think that's just unacceptable for places called a honey bistro. Little side eye there. Owen doesn't want the meringue, so I'm going to go with the meringue.
It's still stuck in my teeth, but the comb is still down. Oh, no.
How's the comb stuck in there? Comb should be fine. It's the crisp that got stuck in mine. Oh, I guess I should have taken this over there.
So rate the cheesecake, and then we can back and tell them how I thought about the slush.
Sure, yeah. So the cheesecake is like a no-bake cheesecake. I don't know if that's what you refer to as a whipped cheesecake, but no bake. It's not a no bake. It's not very dense in that way. Spencer wants to remind you the Cheesecake Factory cheesecake is not sticky at all.
Sure, when we get enough money, we'll go over there. We'll go over there and order.
Nah, we won't. So the honey mascarpone cheesecake, first of all, value, perfect value. I mean, it's right about where it should be as a dessert cost here at Epcot. No problem at all. Size wise, it's good enough to share, but if you want to, you can enjoy it yourself. Presentation, I love the fact that it's in that little rounded triangle shape.
It's not just a triangle, it's like soft around the edges.
Yeah, so
There's
it's
no
like,
hard corners.
and with the honeycomb, they've added, they didn't used to have the honeycomb little dip in the past. So the honeycomb, the foam, and the meringues. I'm glad they have a couple of meringues too, because if you're sharing this with somebody, having one's just not going to cut it. And try cutting a meringue, you just can't. You got to break it. I like the flavor. I thought it was good. I would have no problems with it. Because it's not a full-fledged cheesecake, I can't say that I could give it a full-fledged awesome review for everything. Because to me, it's like, that's the easy shortcut cheesecake. But the flavors are there. Yeah, it's sticky. Those of us who don't like have sticking fingers, well. But again, would I have it again? Yeah. If you were to come along and, hey, we're going to go get some cheesecake, yeah, I'd do that again. Again, very solid. It's a little bit better than just a normal dessert. Beautiful as far as...
I give that a 4.
And definitely a 4 out of 5.
4.
So it's better than average. So, and tell us about your... tell them about your freeze real quick.
So this is something that I've enjoyed about this booth. While honey is the main theme, it's not necessarily the flavor that's up front in all of these dishes. It's kind of act as like, how would I best describe this? Not companionship, but like, What I'm saying is that not everything is going to be mainly honey flavored. Like, you're not going to take a bite into everything. Everything's going to taste the same. Like, we don't have. It's not a honey chicken waffle. It's a spicy honey chicken waffle. So it's not. It's not a honey flavored flatbread. It's a honey with really hard flavor to narrow down into words flatbread. And the same with the slush. It's not a honey slush. It is a honey peach cobbler slush. And I enjoy that a lot. I'm a big fan of peach cobbler. And I feel like it really did a good job in narrowing the flavor. I will say this. I had a hard time eating it. First, I tried a straw. And
Too thick?
yeah, it was too thick. Then I tried to just like sip it like a drink, and it just stayed in the cup. So at the end of the day, I had to use a spoon. That was my only complaint. Great flavor. I love that they had the crumble in there to kind of have that.
Crust. So it's a cobbler crust.
Yeah, cobbler crust, kind of like mimic peach cobbler in a way. I think I'll give it a 3.
It was good.
It was good. It wasn't like high up on the list, but it was good. It nailed what it came here to do. There were a few things that kind of like got in the way, or that wasn't right.
And there is an alcoholic version for you adults who like to try
That is right. There was an alcohol.
If you wanted to try the alcoholic version of that drink, you can. Owen is underage and he will not.
Yeah, I would not.
Welcome in, puppy. So I owe you guys. Agent Grace says to me that type of cheesecake is more than a thick pudding. Yeah, kind of that way. It's very much
I feel like that's a good way
like a
to
mousse, like a thick mousse.
It's a mousse, yeah.
Welcome in, Oats at the Mouse. Good to see you. Is Ear to Ear hiring food tasters? We
it's taking my
probably
cup.
will.
No,
The only problem is we got to first start paying our own. We got to pay our first ones. But we would love to eventually get to the point where we can start having a lot more input from the people and have. Hello, little guy. A little bird just comes over here and says,
There's
"Hey,
a
what
lot
you
of
got
birds
for
in
me?"
this area.
So, well, before we get moving again, I felt like since I sort of teased you guys the story about
you have some explaining to do.
about the time I shot my neighbor. Let me just share this story. There was a time when I would have been 7, I believe, 7 years old. When my father took me to go see a movie called A Christmas Story in the theaters.
Oh boy.
And I remember going to see that movie, and it was a great story. It was really funny, and as a kid, I thought it was hilarious. And then, lo and behold, that year, guess what showed up on all of the store shelves for Christmas?
Quick, we need to make money off this. Quick, put on the shelves.
The Red Ryder carbon steel action with a compass in the hilt BB gun. I'd never had a BB gun before. I saw the movie. I thought, that's cool. I'd love to have a BB gun. Nah, I wasn't asking for a BB gun. I had nowhere to shoot a BB gun, really, because, I lived with my mother during the week, and we were kind of out in the suburbs, but my father and stepmother were out in the country. They had a place, but, it was a cool movie. I enjoyed it. Didn't think nothing more about it. Christmas comes around at my father's house. We opened up all the presents, had some great presents, great things, had a lot of fun. And I remember we were done, and it's like, that was cool, that was great. At which point my father goes, wait a minute. I think I see something. Yeah, look, there's something right behind the tree back there in the very back. Do you see that, Chris? Go check around the very back. And I go and look around the very back, and there was this really tall present behind the tree. And I look at him, I'm like Peter Billingsley all over the place, okay? And I grab it, I open it up, and it's beautiful mastery. It was a 200 shot Daisy Red Ryder carbon steel action, compass in the hill, the works, BB gun. Cool. I had it, and I was so excited. Of course, what do you do when you get a BB gun? You got to go shoot it, right? So immediately after we had breakfast and I got dressed, I remember going way out. He had a huge property, large garden, chicken coops, you know, the works. He had his own tractor. That was how big it all was. And I went back to what we called the trash pile, because back then we didn't have trash service in the country. So all the trash that was compostable, you just kind of threw it back there. And I went back there and I decided it was time for some target practice. And so, not having ever had a gun like that before, I thought, you know, this is going to be fun. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. And so I set up my own target range. Now, as a kid, I didn't know any better, but as an adult, I know better now than what I did then. I decided that the best way is to take all of the soda cans that I could find in the trash and set it up on this gigantic cinder block.
Okay, the cans are fine, but then you said cinder block.
I put them all up on the cinder block, big cinder block. And so I proceeded to start backing up and target practicing by shooting Pepsi cans off of the cinder block. At which point, little Scotty from next door saw me out back. Next door property. And little Scotty decided he wanted to go see what I was up to. Little Scotty was 5, I was 7. He always wanted to see, he always looked up to me, always wanted to play what I was playing, always wanted to do what I wanted to do. And sometimes it was cool, sometimes it was not. Little Scotty came over and he's like, "Oh, what you got?" And I'm like, "I got a BB gun. It's a Red Ryder." He's like, "Ooh, let me shoot it, let me shoot it." I'm like, no. This is only for experts. You're too young. I can't let you have this. This is a dangerous weapon. I need you to let me. He goes, okay. And so I was going back to the target practice, and he would go running up, and I'd shoot a can off. He'd go running up and put the can back on there. And he kept, he kept getting like farther up in front of me. I'm like, "Scotty, back. He's like, okay. But then while I'm practicing, he kept like inching back up. And I'm like, "Scotty, get back. And I remember at one point, I went to aim. I was gonna take that can down, good distance away. But don't. Scared me. I had no idea what that was. Wildcat maybe? Loose in the compound? I don't know. Something got into the chicken coop? I don't know. Something was about dead. And I about dropped my gun and I looked over there and, you know, I took my BB gun, dropped it, looked over, and Scotty was screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm like, "Dude, what is it?" And he's like, "A bee stung me. A bee stung me." And he's screaming, "A bee got me, a bee got me." I'm like, "A bee? I don't remember seeing any bees." But Scotty then proceeded to remove his pantaloons because a bee had gotten into his clothes, evidently. So he threw off his shoes, took off his pants, and is now running around in a tank top and a pair of BBDs, screaming, "A bee stung me, a bee stung me, a bee stung me." He's grabbing at his rear area, and he then starts to leaving all his clothes that he had taken off, running across our property and back home to his home, at which point his mother was coming out the back door and he's screaming about a bee got him, a bee got him. He goes running in, and I'm thinking, that was really weird. I didn't think about it fast enough, but it didn't dawn on me until he was inside the house and I was setting up the cans again. Scotty didn't get stung by a bee. Scotty got stung by a BB. I missed the can. It ricocheted off that cinder block and popped him in the rear. He felt the sting of the BB and thought a bee or a wasp had gotten into his clothes. And he's now inside his house telling his mother how he got stung by a bee. And I realized I probably just skirted a major issue here, and I decided to take my BB gun back inside the house. even after the fact. Scotty never knew. Now, Scotty, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I should never have used a cinder block as a base for my target practice. I shot you with my BB gun. It wasn't a bee that got you, so I am so sorry. And by the way, all the other neighbors who saw a 5-year-old running around half naked through the neighborhood, you're welcome. That was funny right there. Oh man, that was a day. That was a Christmas to remember. I don't know. Hello, you're a beautiful bird. How you doing? All the birds. You know, Captain Tuttle, I don't know what happened to Scotty, but I don't know what happened, but something just reached up and bit me. It was well before the days. So, and yes, but no one's eye was shot out in the process.
No one's eye.
But from then on, I no longer use cinder blocks for any of my target practice.
Rightfully so.
I do learn my lesson. Shall we head back into? Let's head on into the World Showcase and see what else we can find today, guys. By the way, thank you to everybody who's watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you are brand new to our channel, my name's Chris. This is Owen. My wife Susan is in the chat. We started Eatery Magic just over 6 years ago. This June will be our 7th year anniversary. 7 years of Eatery Magic, and we love that you guys can hang out to the parks and come to hang out, see things, ride rides, and do all the kind of things we can do as we walk around. I'm glad you guys can do it.
Is the group cruise in June as well?
Yes.
So that means technically the group cruise is like the 7th.
We will be on the group cruise the first day of our 7th year.
Wow.
Yeah, I think our anniversary is June 22nd, and we will be on our group cruise the 23rd. So the day after our anniversary, we will be on the group cruise. So you guys will be with us. If you're going on the group cruise, you guys will be with us on the ship on the first day of our 7th year of Eatery Magic. To all those people, we are 10 Magic crew members away, 10 people from hitting the subscribe button for us to hit 22,200. Yesterday we got to celebrate 22,000. And it has been a joy to have fun with you guys in the parks. But if you guys are ever looking for some fun, we're glad that you guys can come in and hang out with us. Basically, though, any weekday, every Monday through Friday. And unless something happens, we're pretty much here all the time. And it's just so we can hang out with you and do what we're doing just here today. And if you're new to the channel, we'd love for you guys to be a part of the community. So hit the subscribe button, jump into the chat. I'll tell you what, this is a great group of people to hang out with. And I promise you, there is a high probability, about 97% chance that I will not, at any point or other, shoot you with a BB gun. We try really hard not to do that. So, I don't think my BB gun got thrown away until I was somewhere in my 30s. It was still at your Nana's house. Yeah, still had it.
If we ever go to like a shooting range or something, I'm just gonna like be sure to stay like 2 feet away from each side.
Yeah, never use cinder blocks. Scotty, don't. Scotty, don't. So, all right, let's turn this camera back around and hit the World Showcase. You know what? I think just because this is a really cool day, we don't get to do this stuff in the afternoon. I said we hit Canada.
Really?
You guys want to go visit Canada? Let's go hit Canada.
Like the place?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Canada far and wide? Throw out. Who cares about copyright? We'll probably get hit with copyrights for that, but let's go check out Canada far and wide. You guys want to go?
Something interesting there.
Let's go check it out. Oh, Canada,
With a BB.
you have all of our snow. All of our Canadian friends, You guys can sit back and go, psh, that's not what it's like.
I think there's like 90% of all Canadians live like near the border of Canada, just because of how much it snows there.
You got to be careful. We have a very strong Canadian portion of our community here.
No, I mean, isn't near the border? There's like a line where it starts to like fade out. That is something I actually remember learning about in school.
In class?
Yeah.
Are you sure the people who taught you that knew what they were talking about? Were they from Canada? They didn't get it from Wikipedia, did they?
They definitely did not get it from Wikipedia. I don't know if you like listen in or watch my school, but every single teacher, regardless if you even need to go to Wikipedia or not, will tell you not to go to Wikipedia. They'll preach it. They'll preach it like on a stand about how you should not go to Wikipedia for any source whatsoever.
Well, you're really diligent about that, aren't you? People,
Well,
the people in
they
Italy,
were also diligent. Now it's passed
people
up
in the
onto me.
Italy pavilions, like, who's that guy yelling about Wikipedia across the water? All right, let's go this way. Let's go check out. Let's go the. We're gonna take the scenic route.
Yeah, maybe if like there's any Canadian viewers watching right now, maybe they can tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe they can back me up. But I think that is true. Oh, geese.
Hey, Owen, you know what kind of geese these are?
Oh boy, here it comes. Come on, give it to me.
What kind of geese are these?
Well, of course it's that one.
Grass geese,
Grass geese? No, what kind of geese are they?
Canadian geese.
They're the Canadian geese, that's right.
I thought you were setting up for some kind of pun.
Now, why would I do that? That doesn't sound like me at all.
Egg.
It's a March hare.
I knew it. I was waiting. All the eggs are all rabbits this year. We were over in Mexico, and the egg there was the chacalote. Yeah, from the Pixar short. Bounding.
Bounding?
Yeah, bounding.
Welcome in, Enchanted. Glad to have you with us today. Sorry guys, I hit the refresh button again. Americans should visit Canada. The exchange rate is in your favor. Wait, how many Canadians get in if we come into Canada?
No, I think they mean the money rate.
Oh, you mean the currency exchange rate. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Welcome in, Coco. If you guys haven't done so already, we'd love it if you help us out getting our likes up today. Hit that thumbs up button. Tell YouTube that we would love to have more friends come in and have some fun with us today.
I just checked the exchange rate, and for every American dollar is worth $1.37 in Canadian currency.
30%, huh? 37%.
Yeah, I guess so. 37% more.
All right. Our next show is in 11 minutes. Good afternoon. Now, I come out here before and they said it was okay to stream.
Yeah, as long as there's only flash photography.
I'm turning off the flash and
No,
our screen will be
never.
turned down low. So, perfect. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I tell you what, when it comes to answering questions about Canada, no one answers questions like Gaston. No one helps direct guests like Gaston. No one helps me to figure out where to stream like Gaston. Hey, Park Hoppers! How are you guys doing today? Good to see ya. It's a beautiful day here in Epcot. We are about 10 minutes away from the show opening up. Welcome in, David. Yes, we just stepped into the Canadian Pavilion. And we're going to share with you guys Canada Far and Wide, the show here in the Pavilion. We have not had an opportunity to share this with you. We're a little nervous about how it may show up in the stream, but we're going to give it a try. And if it gets a little laggy, don't worry. When the show is over, we'll come back out and refresh with you guys later. Sweet Lane! Made it to the monorail for one last loop around Epcot and the resorts. That's cool. So I gotta share a story with you guys. Yesterday, Lane, Maddie, and Heath were doing some resort hopping, and they even went over to the Contemporary at night to watch Enchantment. They were watching Enchantment at the same time we were watching Enchantment from inside the parks last night, and it was kind of cool to hear from them and how their day went. I have to share with you guys that yesterday, when they stopped at one of the quick service places, they were kind of watching along the stream yesterday, and when they ordered their food, they were given the pager, their number on the pager. Lane sent me a picture of it. It was number 22, and I thought that was just awesome. So I'm glad you guys are having a good time today. Make the most of it. Go for one more loop around. Canadian Kelly and James going to be watching the first time. You're going to learn all about your country. It's going to be great. You're going to be done and you're like, what? I did not know that. Welcome in, Jolene. I'm a little nervous, guys, of a connection. But if you guys just be patient with me, if it gets bad, don't worry. We'll get back out here. It's beautiful today, Park Hoppers. What an amazing day for weather. We are, guys, so we're waiting for our show to come back out. 78 degrees is going to be our high today. 85 tomorrow, 87 on Thursday, 89 on Friday, and up to 93 degrees on Saturday. We're going to be up into the 90s again, just in time to get our full spring weather back here. And if you guys are watching today, we need only 10 more people to hit the subscribe button to hit our next minor milestone of 22,200 members. So if you guys are watching for the first time today, we'd love for you guys to be a part of the community. Stream with us every weekday, and we can celebrate with you guys with 22.2 with only 10 more people hitting the subscribe button today. So all glad to help you out, Lane. And I don't know if Susan's had a chance to or not, but we'll be looking for that resort change for you guys later. And again, thank you for allowing us to be your Travelmation travel agent and helping you with your travel plans. It's a pleasure to help you guys out. And we're so glad that anytime you guys need something, we can be there to help out. Breaking news. Starting May 14th, Akershus will restart breakfast service. Over here in the World Showcase, over in Norway, May 14th, the Akershus Royal Dining Hall will start serving breakfast again.
forgot it hasn't opened up yet.
Adam says not enough of this show is about Canadian geese. Mouse ears and beers. I've been to Montreal, Vancouver. Toronto is my next destination. Love Canada. Roxanne, what is the one thing Owen wants from this food festival wise? He wants frushi. He wants frushi.
They're the staples. One of the items we did just check out at the High Bristol because I was interested in some items.
You can't eat staples out of.
That is an item that I checked out the list. How have we done? The black and fish sandwich sound good.
The black and fish that we saw earlier at the Florida Fresh. Oh, Rob
What's
just
the watermelon salad? That's in the same thing.
watermelon salad. Watermelon salad. Oh, Rob just brought up a good point. 32 people hit the subscribe button. We'll be at 22,222. At which point the stream will automatically shut down and we will be complete. No, that would be pretty cool though. You guys ever did that? When you hit
exactly that.
when your odometer and your car hits a really special number and you stop off the side of the road just to take a picture of it so you won't miss it. Yeah, I've done that.
You turn off the stream immediately just so you can take a picture of the number.
What about you guys, park hoppers? What's the one thing that you guys have tried so far for this year's Flower and Garden Festival that you really enjoyed? Or what's the next thing that you guys are looking really forward to trying? Roxanne wants to know, does Owen want to try the braised oxtail from France? Oxtail is really good.
That was one I think I remember being on it. Wait, hold on. Did you say braised oxtail from France?
Yes.
I believe.
We tried that already.
Yeah, we did try that. Actually, a picture of that. Because I'll take a picture of everything now. It's in the back, but. This item and most of the items in the France pavilion were closed or exactly at 5 stars. It was a really good food. I definitely recommend checking that food out.
Very, very tender.
I love the oxtail, especially the patty underneath it. I feel like that was a nice touch. Very savory, much enjoyed.
We're probably, what, less than 5 minutes of the show starting? So, again, guys, this is the first time we've ever tried to stream inside of the show theater. I do expect it to be a little sketchy.
Will be a bit.
This is an experiment, so we'll see how it goes. If it's really bad, please just be patient. If people come in and they're like, I can't see anything, it's laggy, we're like, yeah, we know. The show will be over shortly. Enjoy the music. Oh, Canada. I don't know the rest of the words. Sorry.
Is it called Old Canada?
It's Canada, far and wide.
Yeah, Canada far and wide. It used to be called Old Canada.
So Naomi, that is one place. There's not very many places in Walt Disney World, Naomi, we can say that we've never been to. Le Cellier is one of them. It's like I guess you can kind of say it's like a glass ceiling.
Is that a joke?
Maybe.
I never know anymore.
It is really good, Ken. I agree. Yay! Hooray!
Yippee!
I'm always a big, huge fan of the scallops. Can you tell me when the doors are open?
I just say, hi Chris, I know you're working. I ran into you a week and a half ago at Animal Kingdom on Friday, but you were just finished with your cast.
I remember that. How
Yeah,
you guys doing?
by the battery charge thing there. Oh, we're doing good. here for the last week. We got to drive back to California Monday, so
Well, have a safe trip.
Thanks.
That's a long one.
yeah,
So,
it's
to make sure you don't drive when you're tired.
about
No one
500
wants to
miles,
get
500 miles a day. That's about
yeah. Make sure you don't want to get lost in the middle of Texas.
That's right.
You know?
Exactly.
Well, it's a pleasure to see you guys again. Enjoy. Oh, thank you very much. Are our doors open? All right, let's go for it. We're gonna get stuck out here. They're gonna close the doors on us. What are we gonna do? It's a back, but I guess every edge is a back. Ooh, it's like we're in a Canadian forest. Ah, it's pretty cool, eh?
Definitely will remember this.
Is this the day we find Bigfoot? Now, guys, I will be keeping my chatter down to a level of 0 once the show starts. So you guys continue to chat, have fun. Someone comes in and they're like, why is it so laggy? If it is, just let them know once the show's over. We'll be refreshing and getting back outside soon. It's good to see you again. Good to see you. I want to watch TV like this at home. How would that even work? Can you imagine watching the Avengers Endgame and it's surround like this? Watch Captain America on this side, and you can watch the Black Widow on this side, and watch the Hulk do nothing over here. What's with Dr. Banner? That's embarrassing.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our Circle Vision 360 Theater. My name is Lana from Toronto, Canada. For your comfort, we have provided you with lean rails. Please do not sit, stand, or swing on them for safety purposes. If you need to exit during the presentation, please use the doors opposite those you entered. And as a courtesy to those around you, we ask that you refrain from flash photography or video recording while in the theater. And now we proudly present to you Canada Far and Wide. Thank you.
Legend says the word Canada comes from Kanata, the Huron-Iroquois word for village. And although those early villages have grown into our modern provinces, Canada has remained a cultural mosaic, a place where you can keep and nurture your language and traditions while embracing the future.
All of which has made Canada one of the most diverse, modern, and natural places on the globe. So settle in as we take you on a journey far and wide across 5 regions, 6 time zones, and 5,700 miles.
Or as we like to say in Canada, 9,300 kilometers, because we have the metric system up here, you know.
We begin on the East Coast in Nova Scotia with one of our true Canadian treasures, the Blue Nose. She not only looks impressive, she can move too. The Blue Nose was once the world's fastest racing schooner.
The Atlantic provinces are well known for their historical towns and traditions, as well as some of the most musical Canadian accents you'll find anywhere in the country.
Just west of the Atlantic in central Canada, you'll hear lots of French accents because French is an official language spoken here.
Quebec City is one of North America's oldest metropolises, a perfect blending of old world meets new.
Its southern neighbor, Montreal, blends over 350 years of multicultural heritage with stunning architecture. And it's the second largest French-speaking city internationally after Paris. Naturellement, both cities offer lots for you to explore and discover.
No matter where you travel throughout the country, one thing you'll discover is that Canadians thrive on and embrace the public exploration of art, theater, dance, and music.
west of Montreal is our nation's capital city, Ottawa, a city of museums, festivals, and celebrations.
Oh, and in the winter, don't miss your chance to ice skate on the Rideau Canal. Always a good time. The Thousand Islands Suspension Bridge straddles Canada and the United States across the St. Lawrence River. It's just one of our many natural U.S.-Canadian connections.
Niagara Falls is another. And as any self-respecting Canadian will tell you, our falls are bigger than the American falls.
But they're both really spectacular.
That's true.
Continuing west of our way bigger falls is the provincial capital, the great city of Toronto. One of the largest cities in North America, and in my opinion, one of Canada's best. Did I mention I'm from there?
Did I mention the Toronto Raptors? The North has made history!
Let's move on to our third region, the Prairie Provinces. With the Rocky Mountains on one side and the prairies on the other, Calgary is absolutely gorgeous and one of today's most exciting modern cities.
Cowboy hats are proper dinner attire in a region where horse and ranch culture still thrive. As does the annual Calgary Stampede, a spectacle that's been charging along for over 100 years.
Just outside Calgary, the great outdoors become even greater, with activities for every skill and thrill level. And I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our deep love of a hobby. For many Canadians, it's a way of life.
And a way of life for our dentists, too.
Oh.
I have to admit, in Canada, things can get pretty wild.
Caribou.
Actually, very wild.
Our journey continues to the west coast and British Columbia. The Okanagan Valley is home to two very different environments. The valley's temperate climate is ideal for growing grapes in our wine country. And you'll also find Canada's only desert region. Yes, Canada actually has a desert.
Now grab your coats, because we're heading toward the snowy peaks of Whistler. At Whistler Mountain, you'll find opportunities for almost every winter sport imaginable. Say, are you a fan of heli-skiing?
Hell yes, as long as I'm not the one doing it. Fortunately, it's just one of the many ways to experience these majestic mountains, which were home to much of the 2010 Vancouver Olympics.
And this is Vancouver, tucked right next to the Pacific Ocean. There's more vitality and culture here than you can shake a Canadian make-believe hat. Cathedral Grove, one of my favorite Vancouver spots. Some of these trees are 250 feet tall.
Trees that have been nurtured by Canada's Indigenous people for centuries. Canada is home to numerous First Nations peoples, a wonderful portrait of multicultural diversity.
Our fifth and final region is the North, divided into Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. For countless generations of families, this majestic home has provided a traditional lifestyle.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's just a glimpse of our Canada, far and wide.
Okay, friends, I hope you all enjoyed our tour of Canada far and wide. Please gather all your belongings and exit through the open doors. Enjoy the rest of your day at Epcot. Thank you.
That's cool. It's my first time seeing it.
All right, let's go over to the American Pavilion. We're going to go check out United States. Close and real skinny. Wait, that's not out yet. Thank you guys so much for coming and letting us share Canada far and wide with you today. I hope the video was okay. Canada, Canada.
I'm glad they kept this song doesn't change.
Yes, but I do kind of miss Martin Short having to leave
True.
because he has a fast pass to sword. Uh-oh, we're dead. We just died. Hold. Yep. The problem with not having our anchor. Tell mom.